Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to throw this deck list out there. I will provide gameplay footage when I have time to do so. I have it. I just would like to get the deck list out there as quick as possible and let you guys mess around with it, form your own opinions. I don't think necessarily having gameplay footage benefits people as much. Now, it's definitely nice and it makes the video a little more enjoyable to watch, so I'll try to cut this short and then give you guys a pretty good gameplay footage montage afterwards in the next couple of days. So the gist of the deck, yeah, it's called Fear the Cow. Prize-winning cow's been taken out. It's still a good card to use in here. I would not discredit it, because if you use it in unison with a light longship and Wild Boar of the Sea, then you can get 3 chorts out there, making it a 21-point silver, which you can't really beat. So like I said, it's still a good card. I have opted to change or to replace it with Restore, just due to the fact that Farseer deck is out there, and it's Alzur's Thunder all day, every day, or it's Stamelfurt Tremors all day, every day. It has a lot of removal tools, so you're going to need as many reses as possible. So that's why you have your 3 Priestess of Freya's, your Sigdrifa, and your Restore on top of it. So that's the whole idea of trying to deal with that deck. I have beat that deck, so it's definitely a winnable comp, or winnable trade-off. If you're using this deck, you can beat it. So you've got that. So you're running 3. You'll notice there's 26 cards. You're running 3 Clown on Crate Warcriers. That's how you get to 26 cards. I cannot see any other way to create the deck. I feel like if I take one of any of these bronze cards out, then it's going to weaken the deck considerably. The way the deck plays out, though, that 26 cards isn't necessarily, it's not a big deal. It does not hurt you usually, ever, that I've noticed. So yes, it is 26 cards, which annoys me because I like the number 25, but it's okay. So there's 3 Warcriers, you got 3 Light Longships, 3 Greatswords, you've got Jenge Fret, Judah Undimen. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that, but whatever. And so then we got Avalok, Wild Boar of the Sea, you've got 2 Herbalists, Donar and Hindar, you've got your 3 Priestess of Freya's, Gremist, Sigdrifa, 2 Adrenaline Rushes, Restore, Renew, and Royal Decree. Now the idea behind the deck is you have your big combo piece, which is just Light Longship and Clown on Crate Greatsword, and so these guys are going to work together very well. He's going to boost himself by 2 for hurting him, and every 2 turns he's going to also boost himself by 2 for being damaged. They obviously created this card to work alongside this card. Also, Wild Boar of the Sea now has a use on its right-hand side, because if you have 2 of these guys in your hand, then you can play one on the right-hand side and one on the left-hand side now, so that you're getting a useful benefit off that right-hand side of Wild Boar of the Sea now. So that's definitely why Wild Boar of the Sea is in here. Then you're also running Avalok, Renew, and the Royal Decree. Now, the way that I've been working and playing this deck, and just to give you an idea, since I don't have gameplay footage that's going to be attached to this, I'll usually pair a Light Longship with Avalok if I have an extra one, and kill him off. Either that, or I'll throw him on the other side of Wild Boar of the Sea, and then Gremist him when he gets low, and Blood Curdling Roar. Just to get him in the graveyard so that I can renew him again. If I don't happen to have Renew that round, then I'll, of course, renew in a subsequent round. But the goal of the goal of this deck, you're going to get tons of point potential because you're running your war criers. Your war criers in a long round are going to get you up into the hundreds, 130s. I've gotten into the 190s in a long round 3 because we saved our cards. So you can get a ton of points from this deck, but the goal is to just shut somebody down. So win round 1, then use your herbalists to pull an adrenaline rush. Always adrenaline rush your light longship, because your light longship will lose strength when it lose all of the strength it gained when it goes to the graveyard, whereas these guys will not. So that's where your Priestess of Freya's come in, is to bring this guy back out. Always adrenaline rush your light longship. Your highest point light longship. If you have 2 herbalists, then both your light longships that you have out there are your highest points. So the goal is to bring units into the following round. So if you don't think you're going to win round 1, definitely don't use your herbalist for round 2. I have one time done that, and that is only because the opponent was going to have carryover as well, so I had to counteract their carryover so that they couldn't just open pass on me. So anyways, that is the deck. It's a fun deck, and it's actually pretty strong. I've won, like I said, a good amount of matches with it already. I believe I've won 3 ranked matches with it, and I have not lost any. So it's done well in ranked, and one of those ranked matches was against that strong Farseer deck that everybody seems to be so adamant on using right now. So that is the deck, Fear the Cow, without the cow, unfortunately. Oh, and one other thing that I do want to point out, well, let me just talk about Judah real quick. She's in here because she's just a super strong card. She's got good potential and synergy with your war criers. If you're going into a round 3 with just her in your hand, and then you pull a war crier, you're probably going to win round 3 because the war crier will boost her, and you'll have about 30 points, whereas your opponent is dealing with 2 cards. Trying to make up 30 points is not going to be too easy. So Judah's in there just because she's a strong play if you need it. Now, when it comes to Jenge Fret, you want to always ping light long ships with him, because they will stay in the red even when they strengthen themselves. So you can ping it when it's just starting off with Jenge Fret, and it can get up, you know, into the 30s if it's a super long round, but it will stay in the red, which is good, because then when you war cry, you can use your war cry on a light long ship that's at 30 points and red. So it gives you an additional 15, making that a 45 point light long ship, opposed to if you were to not ping it with Jenge Fret. So be aware of that. He's always going to want to usually be used on the light long ships, but if your light long ship happened to be injured by something else, then you use him on whatever your highest card is. But yeah, so that's the deck. I hope you guys have fun with it. Let me know how it goes for you. Like I said, it's just a fun deck, so have fun with it.